Well, we got a little bit of time at lunch today, so you know what that means. We're hitting the road. We're going to do some DoorDash pickups.
Let's go make some money!
Well, that didn't take long. Got my first offer in. It's for $5 Walgreens pickup. I'm just around the corner from Walgreens, so got a few miles to go total. Going to get this one picked up and dropped off. Single order. There's a single item, I should say. Okay, so let me just share with you what happened, and I'll take a screenshot so that you can see it for yourself. I pulled into Walgreens, looked down, and the app is searching for orders. So I contacted them, a text message, just accepted an order, and it disappeared. They're saying it's a known issue where orders are disappearing. Well, they got their engineering team working on a fix, but that doesn't help me. I just drove to Walgreens for nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, all right. I'm going to ask for money. Okay. I'll let you know when something else happens. I ended up getting in touch with an agent. You have to ask, just if you're in the text and you're not talking to somebody, they keep sending you in that cycle where you have to choose some appropriate response and then they try to figure out what you need. Just ask for a representative. They put me in touch with one. I got in touch with them within a couple of minutes. Ended up with half pay for my troubles. Yeah, I would complain about this, but really it was to my benefit. I got $2.50 for driving about 2 minutes. Otherwise, it would have taken me a lot longer to go in, shop, and take the delivery, which would have been a few miles away. So I guess it's in the win column. I don't know if it counts as a completed delivery or not, but at this point, I'm just waiting for something else. And we're still waiting for DoorDash. It's been probably 5 minutes, but I've got Uber Eats turned on now. So we're dual apping. We'll see what we got comes out of this. Hopefully somebody will send me something soon. I'm right in the thick of it. I've got Wawa, McDonald's, Walgreens, Charlie's Cheesecake. I've got a sub shop over there, Jupiter Donuts, if somebody wants some late afternoon or late morning donuts, early afternoon. Anyway, I'm not in a hot spot, but that doesn't always matter. You don't always have to be in a hot spot to get orders. In fact, you just need to be around some places that are going to offer you something decent. And I should be in a good spot right now. Well, I decided to make a move. Not moving into the hot spot. I'm actually heading west, hoping I get some orders out there. We've got quite a few little restaurants out there that are good, and the tips are usually a little better too. Anyway, I'm planning on being about 15 seconds away from this little area where I've been sitting for 10 minutes. And then I figure an order will come in from here. In that life. So anyway, thank goodness for U-turns. We're rolling. So I started wondering if I wasn't in some type of app glitch because I had waited so long for an offer and none were coming in. So I ended it. I took a risk. I ended it. I was like 10 feet away from the Boynton line. So I went ahead and grabbed a spot there till 2 p.m. So I'm on there for an hour and 15 minutes. We're heading into Boynton. The one thing that I don't like about the DoorDash app at this point is that it makes you navigate into your area. It won't go off of the navigation screen. It'll still give you orders, but I always wonder if it's not going to kick me off the program if I don't go to their little spot that's in the middle of nowhere. I'm heading over to the restaurants. Throw all caution to the wind. Full steam ahead. Here we go. Well, it may not be pretty, but it's mine. $9.50, 10.7 miles. A little bit less than $1 per mile, but we're going to go ahead and pick it up and drop it off. Been a bit of a dry spell here, probably for maybe 15 minutes. I've been waiting for an order. But we got one now. Gonna go pick this up, some tropical food, and get it dropped off. It's no problem getting that one picked up. Got a 15-minute run to the drop off. So all in all, it'll be maybe 20 minutes for $9. I'll take it. Maybe I can even grab something on my way back into town again. There's a lot of restaurants around here, no problem with that. Okay, we're getting on the highway. We're rolling. Well, we're about halfway there, just waiting for the light to turn here, getting off the highway. Dropping this off in Green Acres. Oh, I'm old enough that the Green Acres theme song from that show plays in my head every time I head to the area. Okay, we are on our way. So he or she had the app telling me what name to look up, and then ended up texting me the code, so that works. So let's see what we got here. All right, here we go. Let's get this dropped off. All right, there's another one in the win column. Now this one, I'll put it up here, was only a $2 tip and a $7.50 base pay. So that tells me that nobody was taking this order when it was $4 for 10 miles, understandably so. So it just probably just kept sending it out and adding a little bit more to the base pay each time until somebody, me, took it. And I was happy with it, 20 some minutes, $9 in the bank, and $9.50 that is. So anyway, I'm heading back into the area here. We'll see what we can grab on my way back. There's plenty of restaurants that I'm passing, and we'll just keep this going. So $9.50 and $2.50, $12. So the $2.50 was the partial pay. Well, DoorDash must think that I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, but I'm not accepting this one. Maybe I got into a loop where they think, well, this guy's going to take anything, but it was totally upside down offer, heading the wrong direction, way less than $1 per mile, and declining it did not change my acceptance rate. Of course, accepting it would have increased my acceptance rate, but, that's the way it goes. Well, 30 seconds later, DoorDash has redeemed themselves with this $6 offer for a couple of miles from Chipotle. Just had some Chipotle last night myself. All right, well, we're going to get this one picked up and dropped off and maybe look forward to a stack. I hope. Well, I've got that Chipotle order picked up, and it seems as if I've unlocked the superpower of invisibility. It's like I wasn't even there. They're just, well, they didn't look in my direction. If they did look in my direction, it was like they were looking right through me. Next time, I plan on either taking in a little flashing neon sign, or maybe I'll do a song and dance and get some attention. Anyway, when they did finally acknowledge me, she was really pleasant, and it was nice, smiled, and got the order ready right away. But it's like pulling teeth. Okay, enough of that. I guess the complaint department's closed. Sorry about that. We're on our way. We got 2 minutes to go to get this. It's just a burrito bowl with extra chicken. Getting it dropped off. Leave it door. So, yay me. I'm getting this and done. Still well worth it, even with the delay. Well, that was a nice quick drop off, no problems. Was a leave it door. The only problem I ran into is there was a screen door. I had to go into an enclosed porch, and my shirt got caught in the door handle as I was trying to back out of there. So that was a little rough. Other than that, we got it dropped off. $4 tip, $2 base pay, and we're back on the road again. So we're sitting at $15.50 for deliveries, $2.50 for the pay for the order that was canceled by the system. So that's what, 18 bucks. Not too bad. We'll try and pick up another one. We're rolling. Well, we're almost in the thick of it now. Plenty of restaurants for DoorDash to send me to. I have Uber Eats on, and they've sent me some offers, but horrible offers. Most of them trip radar. You know, $2 for 5 miles, $2 for 7 miles. I had one that was marginally acceptable, but I'm interested in getting my DoorDash ratings up at the moment. Anyway, we'll see what comes in next. Not a bad day. Just had a really nice Uber Eats offer come in, $16 for picking up 5 items from Office Depot. But it was a trip radar and it matched to another driver. So I didn't get that one. DoorDash is dead. So I tell you what, we're just going to pull the plug. We're going to put this dash out of its misery. Okay. So what's the numbers? Well, we were out for an hour and 12 minutes, but only had a 40-minute DoorDash window where I was actually active and made $15.50 plus I made the $2.50 for that messed up order from Walgreens. So a total of $18. Not too bad. $18 for 40 minutes of active time. And, you know, I'm just filling some time during my day. I guess we're going to call it a day. Thanks for watching. Bob's your uncle, and we'll see you next time.